Goeiedag en welkom by die Suid-Afrikaanse grasperk. Okay, so there's a lot of South African Afrikaans guys on board the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. That one was for you guys. Alrighty, great stuff. So I'm back on my own lawn. That's super exciting. So while things are looking up at the church on our project lawn, things here is looking fairly bleak. So besides for the great looking stripes, it is looking kagas. It is looking crap. Whew. Okay, and while I'm not 100% sure what the issue is here, I'm gonna try and find out. So I'm not 100% sure what this video is about actually, but we'll try and recover whatever is going on here. Okay, so I'm guessing there's possibly 3 different scenarios or issues going on here, or could be. Okay, so there goes the doggies. So first of all, it could be drought stress, hydrophobic soil, not getting enough water with our 30-degree plus temperatures. It could be suffering being a cool season lawn. Second could be fungus related. Okay, so some sort of fungus like brown patch or dollar spot. Okay, we'll talk about that now. And then third could be insect related. So there could be some sort of worm or insect chewing some sort of root system of mine, which I don't like. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about drought issues. The only reason why I don't think it is drought issues is because it doesn't affect a whole area. It looks like it affects a spot by itself. Let me just see if I can show you what it looks like from on top. Okay, so I don't want to eliminate that issue completely, because this, I don't know what the soil is like. The other day when I threw water onto that soil with that wetting agent test, I saw that there is some serious hydrophobic issues, and that was obviously the soil that's throughout this whole backyard here. Okay, so second of all, we've got fungus. Okay, so this might very well be fungus. Okay, the reason why I don't think it's brown patch is because it doesn't spread like evenly. So as far as I've actually never dealt with fungus because I've never had a cool season lawn, but as far as I know, dollar spot is more spot like, whereas brown patch is more like spreading wide and so on. So that looks more like what we've got going on here. Okay, so the third one is insects. So, oh goodness, okay, there's my wife. She's having a nightmare there. Those just popped out. Okay, so the third one is insects, and I think that could be the biggest culprit to my investigation here. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because it's in the old soil, so I don't know what was here. So we moved into this house just over a year ago, so it could be that whatever is in here could be insect related, whether it's grub worms, whether it's I don't know, like ants, but I don't see, whatever, could be anything. Okay, so I must be honest, I've been naughty. I've been neglecting this for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, I had a irrigation solenoid that broke, and then it would open up when the timer goes on, but it wouldn't switch off. So I got here after some hours, and then the irrigation would still be on. So I actually had to switch it off, and then I was away for 2 weekends in a row. Then I was at the church. I didn't spend much time here. So yeah, sorry Lord that I did this. Okay, first basic test is to see whether we've got insects. The other thing is I don't really see, like in the early mornings, I don't really see, I think they call it mycelium, like on the edges of the fungus. Okay, so if you've got insects, you should be able to pull up your lawn like that, which didn't pull up, so it could actually not be insects. Okay, so I just want to introduce you to this screwdriver of mine. It was about double this length. This is my weed picking screwdriver. So yeah, I'm going to dig in and see what we find. tell you what, just by the feel of it, this part is a lot softer than like the other general areas in the lawn. Okay, so I haven't found any more yet, but I tell you what, I don't think you should look at where your grass is dying, because they obviously chew and they move around, so it could be that they're already like in the greener parts of the lawn busy eating the healthy roots. Looks all good. I don't know, it could be, oh my word. Hold your horses, hold your phone, guys. What did I just spot here? Some sort of insect. I'm going to show you now. Hold on, I don't know if you can see that. Check there. That, my word, I never thought of that. That, where are you? Is termite. What? No! Why? Couldn't you choose the kikuyu? Yep, skidoos. I don't think you'll see it in there. But another spot I opened up just right next to it. And there was another termite. Sorry, I've actually lost it now. Oh no. Okay, so that spot has got termites. I think that basically wraps up the investigation as to what my lawn problem is. I'm just going to open a couple of other spots as well to see whether that's like throughout the whole lawn, or is it only in that one spot. But termites, let me tell you, they are aggressive. Never had them in my lawn, but I know if you like leave your baby unattended for 2 hours, you could come back and she's gone, or he. They're aggressive, they eat. So hold on, I've been busy for about 10 minutes and I'm already demotivated. So I found termites there in that spot, and I found another couple there closer to the steps there where the forest is, the home forest is. Okay, so the damage that it creates looks very similar to what I've going on throughout. Okay, so I've got insecticide and I've got fungicide, so I'm actually going to go get the two. Hopefully the insecticide I have controls termites. I actually don't know. Let me just go get my products. I'm a cool guy. Okay, not really. Okay, so I've got these two products here. These are standard stuff that I've got from general stores. This one is Kemprin Algemene Insekdoder, so this is just a general insecticide, and it looks by the picture of it as if there is a termite on there. So hopefully this controls termites. And this one, I didn't know, this is actually a fungicide, but it says 3-in-1 lawn protector, fungi and insecticide. Okay, so this this one has got cypermethrin and yeah, that's the only thing that it's got. Sorry, they just give it in 2 languages. I almost read it in Afrikaans. Cypermethrin. Cypermethrin. Okay, so I'm just going to read the application rate, whether I can apply these two together, or if the actual dilution rate between the water and the product is different. So yeah. So this one is 40 ml per 10 liters of water, over 100 squares. So I've got just under 200 squares here. So I'd need, well, basically my whole backpack spray, because it's 16 liters. Actually too little, but it's fine. So I'll need 160 ml. And this is 100 ml. So I haven't got enough. Okay, lawns, northern harvester termite and ants. Okay, so I suppose that's close enough to a northern harvester termite. Who would know what that is? 5 mils per 10 liter of water. Okay, so this is like a low product to water rate. Okay, so hold your horses. I read it all wrong. it's 40 mils per 10 liters of water on 100 square meters. So I only need approximately 70 or 80 mils, and I've got 100 mils here. So that's more than enough actually. Sorry about that. So I've got my backpack knapsack spray. I've got this backpack sprayer or knapsack sprayer. So I'm not going to show the whole mixing thing. You saw it in the previous videos. So I'm going to start with the fungicide and then move over to the insecticide. 2 applications. Actually got a different hose this time. That hose part of the previous video when I did the application was just too embarrassing. This one's for you. Let's just quickly. Whoa! This thing is it's talking to me. Okay, so my fungicide is all in here. It's filled up straight up to 16 liters. I need 10 liters for the insecticide, so I'm going to spray out approximately 6 liters here, then mix in the other product and spray the 2 together at the end. Okay, so safety is not that big of a thing to me actually. I believe that you should just check where you spray and spray as careful as possible. I'll put this on so I don't inhale it, and I've got some safety goggles here. Boom, done with that fungicide for the first just less than half of this. So I've just got a little bit more than half of my water left here, 10 liters. So now I'm going to add the insecticide to this and then spray the rest out. So 16 liters is approximately 6 passes. So I did 2 passes with fungicide, and I'm going to do 4 passes with fungicide and insecticide. Okay, so that wraps up that application of the fungicide and insecticide. So the only reason why I applied both is because I wasn't 100% sure if the termites are everywhere. So none of these is actually a threat to your lawn or can burn your lawn in any sense, as far as I know and as far as the research that I've done. So that's why I applied both. So let's see what works. Actually, at the end of the day, I can't tell you which is the one that is going to work. Hopefully it does work. That's going to be the win overall. So yeah, but that wraps it up for today. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all the subscribers. Just a quick thing I just want to ask everyone in South Africa who cares about lawns, who cares about their garden and stuff, well actually mainly lawns. Good friend of mine, Bryce, has actually launched a Facebook page called Lawn Care Nuts South Africa. Lawn Care Nuts South Africa. Go and like that on Facebook. Even if you're not from South Africa and you just want to join the community, please do so. We need some expert advice, guys, asking questions and those type of things. So please join that. So So yes, that's all exciting times. The community is growing. That was actually the whole aim of this channel, is to get a South African community growing. Actually, if there was a different South African lawn channel, I probably would never even started this one. So come on guys, jump on board. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now. Bye bye. Boom. Okay, so it's not only me who's got a garden addiction. Just want to show you. My wife's, a lot of these are house plants that we just take out over the weekend. There's a ton, it's like a forest in here. There's more hibiscus, whatever. Yeah, there's the seedlings, busy germinating clivias, growing malphus from sprigs, some rose bushes, some bamboo palms, delicious monsters. I don't know what those are. She's got a little bit of a plant addiction. It looks like a forest in her